Back and then come through. Can bring it back out like you were. You're going to come all the way across the hip shifts that way. Bring it through. Bring it back out across. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, hey everybody, how's it going? Just doing a little flossing. This is Kate, Tamal Dodge. We're going to do an hour vinyasa today. We're going to begin seated in the center of your yoga mat with your legs crossed in Sukhasana. Plant the palms on top of the knees, draw in the belly, lift the chest. Soften the shoulders. Going into a place where we are consciously inhaling and exhaling. As the breath starts to turn into a rhythm, it becomes almost hypnotic. And sucking us into this place where we are hyper-aware, noticing the temperature of the room on your skin. What's tight, what's not. Are we on the high side of energy or the low side of energy or somewhere in between all of that? What's the state of our mind? What kind of mood are we in? Soaking in all the variables. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the top. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find your audible ujjayi. Switch the crossing of your legs, just so we balance everything out. Now reach your arms above your head. Interlace your fingers together, flip the palms inside out. Push the ceiling away, work to get the arms straighter. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Every inhale, get longer through the side body, and every exhale, you twist a little bit more. And breathe. Take an inhale, come to center, and as you exhale, switch. Exhale, turn your chest to the left. Every inhale, the spine lifts, it gets buoyant, and then every exhale, we find the spinal rotation. Inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. So you'll take your right hand out to the right and set your right fingers on the floor. I like to go kind of far out, then reach your left arm straight up to the sky, and then lean to the right. Create the lateral stretch. You can have a bend in your right arm, or you can slide the right arm further, further, further until you feel you've kind of reached your edge or your fine line between too much and not enough. Come back on up, switch sides, left hand out to the left, the right arm reaches straight up to the sky, then you lean towards the left, opening up the right ribs, serratus, intercostal muscles. Come back up to center, walk your hands forward. Let's come onto all fours, your hands and your knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, forming a perfect table. Take an inhale, lift your head, dip the belly, then exhale, tuck and round, back and forth, running through some basic cat-cows. You set the pace. As you're going through the cat-cows, try to keep your arms straight and strong. Let's come to a flat neutral, back. Let's extend the right leg behind you. Keep the right leg hovering in space. Now bend your right knee. I want you to take your right knee as it's bent out to the right. Then start to circle it down towards the ground. Don't let it touch the floor. Then circle it back and then out to the right. Big hip circles on your own. Just starting to loose up everything in the pelvis, helping expedite the process of cultivating heat. Then you do the exact same circle in the opposite direction. Reverse the flow. And then we set the right knee down, extend the left leg back, bend the knee. Now circle the left leg out to the left, then down to the ground, and then extend it back on your own. You know how it goes. Let's reverse the circle, go in the opposing direction. And then we'll set the left knee down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, find downward facing dog. From down dog, you can pedal out the legs a little bit, shift your weight side to side, do any organic movements that feel appropriate. No GMO pesticide movements today. Nothing that burns the eyes. Just settle with your legs about hips width apart, arms are shoulder width apart, the forearms lift, the upper outer arms wrap down and around. And the belly goes in, the hips move back, the thigh bones move back. And then on an inhale, let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. The index fingers glide forward. So the belly goes in. It's very likely that you're puffing up between your shoulder blades and sinking in your low back. So I want you to pull in your belly a little bit more. Yes. Then widen your shoulder blades a bit more. There it is. That looks great. And let's breathe. Kate's professional. Take a big inhale, then exhale, downward facing dog. So we got two more variations of that. There's going to be some subtle movement that's involved that strengthen the little bitty muscles. So let's drift to plank. Pause. While you're here, the belly goes in, the tailbone scoops down, the chest draws forward. Keep your arms straight. I want you to sink into your shoulders so your shoulder blades start to get closer together. Maybe they connect. Then press the earth away and spread the shoulder blades away from each other. Then sink into the shoulders, then push out of the shoulders. It's a protract, retract on your own. These are called scapula push-ups. These are really, really useful, not only for strengthening the shoulder girdle, but helping us graduate to bigger poses in our practice. These are very key for handstands and arm balances. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. This next one's even more subtle. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Pause, shoulders over the wrists. Thigh bones press into the hamstrings. Everything stays the same, except I want you to lean your shoulders forward so they go over your fingertips. Then move your shoulders back over the wrists. Lean forward, shoulders shadow over the fingertips, then back over the wrists. Just a shifting forward and back. Try not to sink in your belly and your lower back. Keep the abdomen engaged, the front ribs knitting in. Everything is neatly organized. And then downward facing dog. We'll run through some basic vinyasas to stretch it all out. On an inhale, drift to plank. As you exhale, lean out, lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do two more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more, just breath cues. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That looks great. So we'll lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Notice if your chest is getting lopsided. Lift your left armpit so you can square your torso to the floor. Let's come up high in the left toes. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Left hand roots down, the right arm reaches to the sky. Breathe. Turn the right hand down, reach over your head. So press your left thigh bone into the hamstring and pull back through your inner left heel. Try to crawl the sides of your waist forward, but soften the shoulders down. Reach your right arm up. Right hand's going to come to the ground. Pause. Drop your left knee to the floor. Release your left toes and scoot your left leg further back. Now straighten your front leg. You want to pull your hips back so your hips stack directly over the left knee. Then you can lift the front of the right foot up so there's a dorsiflex, and you'll feel the front of the right shin engage. Pull the right hip bone back. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Rebend your front knee. Keep what you have. Reach your arms to the sky. Low lunge. If you feel some sensitivity or maybe some irritation in the left knee, the patella, you can always fold the corner of your mat up or put a towel there. Otherwise, the hips sink forward and down, but we're trying to pull the right hip bone away from the right thigh bone. We frame in the outer hips. That means we don't want them swinging right or left, because it's not like we're flossing here. The front ribs go in, so the back ribs lift up away from the kidneys. Now tuck your left toes and just pick up your left knee like an inch, just a little bit. With a lot of slack in the back leg, it's going to enable us to scoop the tailbone under. And breathe. Take a big inhale, and exhale, hands come down to the ground. Let's step back to plank, and let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Let's bend the knee, open up the hip. Try to square the torso to the floor, come up high on the right toes. Lunge the left foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Right hand plants into the floor. The left arm reaches to the sky. We turn the left hand down and reach overhead. The back leg is engaged. We're pressing the right thigh bone into the hamstring, steering the hips forward. And breathe. Let's reach your left arm up. Left hand comes down, pause. Drop the right knee to the floor. Release the right toes and scoot the right leg back. Then straighten your front leg. Pulling your hips back so they stack directly over the right knee. Then you can dorsiflex the left foot and hug the upper inner legs close together. The points of the thighs closest to your groin. The more you breathe in the pose, the more you will surrender to the pose versus tensing up and creating some resistance. Rebend your front knee. Keep what you have, reach your arms to the sky. Sink the hips forward. Draw the tail under, so the frontal hip points lift and the low belly lifts. Now, as the front ribs go in, the bottom tip of your sternum, the xiphoid, pulls down, but the top part of the sternum lifts. We tuck the back toes, we pick up the back knee just a little bit. Work to get those arms straighter, so the skin of the side body gets longer, and then get the biceps close to the sides of the cheek, in line with the cheekbones, and then wrap the upper outer arms forward. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, hands come down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. And then out of the mouth. Keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet, to the back of your space. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Put a bend only in your right leg. Take your right hand, hold the outer left ankle. Reach your left arm up to the sky, twist. Work to get the left arm in line with the left shoulder. And like always, whenever we're in these twisting or extended poses, we want to get longer through our side waist. It gives some space for us, for our spine to breathe. It's like whenever you see there's a kink in the hose, when you're watering the garden, the water isn't flowing properly. So we don't want any kink in the spine. I act like I garden a lot. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, switch sides. Left hand holds the outer right ankle, right arm reaches to the sky, left knee bends slightly. Just like I act like I do a lot of carpentry. You know, walk around with the tool belt on. Like, Tamal, what did you build? You see that plank of wood over there? Yeah, I did that. Nothing's been done to it, I know. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, hands down, legs straight. Inhale, glance out, pull the twist out of the spine. But as you exhale, just fold. Open your legs about the width of your mat, so wider. Climb onto your fingers, draw your chest forward. Take your right hand directly underneath your heart on the floor. Stay high in the fingers, or you can root the palm or put it on a block. Reach the left arm up. Try to keep both legs straight unless you feel like there's strain in the lower back. Then you could put a bend in the right leg. Otherwise, hide the left hip to the right. And breathe. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, switch. Left hand down, right arm up. Hide the right hip. Take a big inhale, and exhale, hands down. Put a little bend in the knees, and let's roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, disc by disc. Let's walk to the front of your mats. Kate almost took the mat with her. Step your feet together, take your hands at prayer. We'll do Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come up high in the toes. Bend the knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Got one more round. Come up high in the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. One round on your own. Once you finish, we'll all meet in down dog. You ever been in down dog and the teacher has you bend your knees and they say step or hop forward and you look like you're going to hop and then last second you do like an awkward step forward? That's the story of my life. Let's lift your right leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Square the torso again, come up high in the left toes, lunge the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot, come all the way up. Crescent, reach to the sky. Take your hands at prayer, Anjali Mudra. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Get the elbows stacked. Hide the right hip. And then if you want more, you can always open your arms up, expanding upon the pose. Ooh, fancy, Kate. Going big. And don't forget to breathe. Think crescent, and on an inhale, come all the way up, reach to the sky. Then exhale, hands come down and pause. Drop the left knee. Release your left toes, scoot the left leg way, way back, but keep the front leg bent for now. I want you to root the left palm into the floor, reach the right arm to the sky, then bend your left leg, reach back with the right hand. If you can't catch the ankle, just reach in the general direction, but if you can grab a hold of your left foot or shin or ankle, that's ideal. And then you're going to turn your chest towards the sky. So you're stretching the left quadricep as you're creating the rotation, as you're establishing the twist. Let's reach the right arm back up to the sky, set the left foot down, tuck your left toes and pick up your left knee. Place your right palm on your tailbone sacrum area. Look 12 inches in front of you. Place your left fingers there, a block there. Back foot comes up. You can also put your hand on a book. Use the right hand as a guide to keep your hips square as you turn your chest to the sky. Then reach your right arm up. Twisting half moon, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Stamp your inner left heel on the back wall. Notice how that right hip wants to creep forward. Think about pulling that right hip back. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, only set the right hand to the ground. Walk your hands towards your right leg, get close, then slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left, cup the floor with the fingers, dip your chest, your sternum to the right shin bone. And breathe. Take an inhale, lift the left leg more. Exhale, set it next to right, feet together. Inhale, glance out. But as you exhale, just fold, squat down to the tiptoes. Let's do crow. Feet together, knees wide. Wedge your triceps on the shins. Plant the palms about 4 or 6 inches in front of you. Lift your butt, lean forward until your elbows stack over your wrist joints, and then one or both feet lift. Little cat in your upper back. Step back, shoot back, float back. Give it what you got. After you've taken your vinyasa, we will all meet in downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, square the torso. Come up high in the right toes, lunge your left foot between your hands, stand the ball of the back foot, come up, crescent, reach to the sky. So you take your hands at prayer, Anjali Mudra, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and thigh, twist. For this one, fire up the back leg. So instead of having it soft, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Then you can decide if you want to expand and open the arms. And breathe. Think crescent, and on an inhale, come all the way up, reach to the sky, ouchie. Then exhale, hands come down, pause, drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg back, right hand's on the mat, left arm reaches to the sky. Bend your right leg, reach back with the left hand, catch the right ankle or foot, turn the chest to the sky. Fill the pose with your inhales and exhales. Your breath is your baseline. It's your cowbell in the practice. Reach your left arm up, set the right foot down. Now, take your left palm to your tailbone sacrum area. Tuck your right toes, pick up your right knee. Look about 12 inches in front of you. Place your right fingers there, or a block there, or a book. Back foot lifts. Keep the hips level as you turn the chest, then you reach your left arm up, twisting half moon. Breathe. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, only set the left hand down. Walk your hands towards your left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers, and then dip your chest, your sternum to the left shin. Let the elbows bend out to the sides. Take an inhale, lift the right leg more. Exhale, set it next to left, feet together. Inhale, glance out. And as you exhale, just fold. This time, inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B, inhale, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, lunge the right foot between the hands. Back heel down. Inhale, rise warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, lunge it forward, back heel down, inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, catch your breath. We got another round coming. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, lunge it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step it back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Child's pose. Lower the knees to the floor. Sit on the heels, forehead to the earth. Catch your breath. Let's extend the arms forward. Let's come onto all fours, your hands and your knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. I want you to extend the left leg behind you, dorsiflex the left foot. Now put all the weight in your right hand and your right knee, reach your left arm up to the sky. If you need to swivel your right foot like Kate did out to the right as a kickstand, it's always a good option. Now Kate's going to take her left hand behind her head. With her next exhale, she'll bring her left knee into her chest and get her left elbow to touch the knee. Then inhale, extend the leg back and out. Then exhale, draw it in and crunch on your own. Kate just gets up at like 3 in the morning and starts repping these things out. With me with the leg extended back, hovering, reach your left arm to the sky, bend your left leg, reach back with your left hand, catch the ankle, then find an upper back bend. So you're doing a Chapasana in your Ardha Vashisthasana. Reach your left arm up, extend the left leg back, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, only set the left hand down. Square your hips towards the floor. Let's reach your right arm forward. Bend your left leg, reach back with the right hand, catch the ankle, drive the shin bone back, lift the chest. And breathe. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arm forward, extend the leg back. Pause here. This one's going to be all kinds of crazy. I want you to take your right arm out to the right like a wing. Now take your left leg out to the left like a wing. I got to move. Kate's got long legs. There's a clearance factor over here. And then lift for awkward airplane. Reach your arm forward, extend the leg back. Inhale, lift everything. Then exhale, set it all down. Let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, lift the head, dip the belly. Exhale, tuck and round, back and forth on your own. Let's come to a flat neutral. Back, extend the right leg behind you. Dorsiflex the right foot. The weight goes in the left hand, the left knee. The right arm reaches to the sky. You can swivel your left foot to the left as a kickstand. The right hand goes behind the head. Now, you're going to bring the right knee into your chest, get the right elbow to touch the knee, then extend the right leg back in space. Again, elbow to knee, then extend the leg back on your own. Oblique fun. Kate's crushing it right now. Let's meet with the right leg hovering back in space. Reach the right arm up. Bend your right leg. Reach with the right hand. Catch the ankle. Then find the upper back bend, the camel pose in the chest. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Extend the right leg back. Only set the right hand down. Square the hips. Reach the left arm forward in a handshake fashion. Then you'll bend your right leg, reach back with the left hand, catch the ankle, drive the shin bone back, lift the heart. Kate's sweating now. It's a good sign. My work here is starting to work. The fruits of the effort. Oh. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arm forward, extend the leg back, pause. Here we go. Reach the left arm out to the left, the right leg out to the right, and lift for awkward airplane. You should feel a wonderful little cramp in the right glute muscle. You got a little Charlie horse there. Reach the arm forward, extend the leg back, inhale, lift everything, then exhale, set it down. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, let's find downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, flip your dog, drop the right foot to the left, take the right hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead, lift from your chest. Breathe. Let's come back to the three-legged dog, right hand to the mat, right leg to the sky, square the hips. Lunge the right foot between the hands, turn your back heel down, lead with your left arm, come all the way up, warrior two. So we widen the stance, so your right thigh is parallel with the floor. Then we set up front heel to back heel, let your back foot turn in at about 10 degrees. Press your left thigh bone into the hamstring. Extend forward through your inner right thigh, hug the outer right hip in. So we'll reach both arms straight up to the sky. We'll bend our right arm over the top of the right shoulder. The left hand is going to hold on to the right elbow. Push the arm gently down the back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lean back. So you're getting the same benefits of a reversed warrior, stretching out the whole right side of the body. Keep your arms where they are, straighten out the torso. You're going to take your left arm from below your lower back and see if you can hook your fingers together. Sometimes you'll need to hold onto a strap, a towel, or even your shirt will do. Pull the right elbow back, wrap the right tricep forward. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lean back again. So create that lateral movement of opening up the right rib serratus and intercostals, the same sensation or action of reversed warrior. Let's come to warrior two, arms extend out to the sides. Place your right form on your right quad, the right palm faces up. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head. Breathe. Those of you who want an extra challenge, you can always reach your right arm forward as well, so both arms are extended out, and that'll take it up quite a bit. Go, Kate, go, Kate. Come back up, warrior two. Traditional reversed warrior. Turn your right palm up, reach it up, drop the left hand to left thigh, then exhale, windmill the hands down. Let's step back, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes, flip your dog. Drop the left foot to the right, take the left hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead. Come back to the three-legged dog, left hand to the mat, left leg to the sky. Lunge the left foot between the hands, back heel down, lead with the right arm, come all the way up, warrior two. So we widen the stance enough so that your left thigh is parallel with the floor. We don't want the left thigh looking like a ski slope, just not deep enough. We set up front heel to back heel, and your back foot turns in at about 10 degrees. The right thigh bone is pressing into the hamstring, the inner left thigh travels forward, and then the outer left hip hugs in. We reach both arms to the sky, drop the left arm over the top of the left shoulder, the right hand catches the left elbow, and gently presses the left arm down the back. And then from there, you lean back. Create the lateral movement, the lateral flexion of the spine. Keeping your arms how they are, straighten your torso out. Take the right arm from below the lower back and see if you can hook your fingers together. For me, this is the more congested side, the tighter side, so if you need a strap or some kind of aid, it's a good option. Pull the left elbow back, wrap the left tricep forward, then lean back again. Find that deep stretch across the whole left side body. Come back up, warrior two, stretch the arms, left forearm on top of left quad, the left palm faces up. Turn the right hand down, reach over your head. Take a moment just to settle into the modified Ardha Parsvottanasana. And those of you who want extra, you can reach your bottom arm forward as well, so both arms extend out. Today, Kate's going big. Her motto is go big or go home. Come back up, warrior two. Turn your left palm up, reach it up, drop the right hand to right thigh, then exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's drift to plank. Lower to your belly. And then just gonna flip over onto your back. A little shuffling to get there. People are like, what? We never do this. We do it today. Extend your legs straight out. Reach your arms above your head, back. Get your legs a little wider than hips width apart, arms a little wider than shoulder width apart. So it's like you starfish on the floor. In fact, Kate's told me this is exactly how she sleeps at night, is in a starfish position. So when you exhale, you're going to circle your arms forward, and that momentum is going to pick your head and shoulders off the ground. You're going to come up to a boat, bending your knees into your chest. It's called a starfish crunch. Yep. Then inhale, open, extend, circle your arms back overhead. Then exhale, come back up, bend the knees into the chest. Oh, then inhale, open, starfish. Exhale, come up boats. On your own, flow freely. These full extension abdominal exercises are so strengthening to the big picture of your core, not just the aesthetics, the supportive aspects of it. We'll meet in boats, arms reaching forward, legs bent. Now on an inhale, lower your body 2 inches from the ground, straighten the legs. Exhale, come back up, bend the knees to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. On your own, row boats. Let's meet hovering 2 inches above the ground. The legs are straight. Now while you're here, open your legs 6 inches apart, then close, open and close, open and close, 10 seconds. I saw a couple extra beads of sweat form on Kate's brow. Hug your knees to your chest. Oh. Let's take happy baby. Arms go split between your legs. Hold the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees down by your ribs. Feet are wider than hips. So notice if your butt is lifting off the ground. You want to sink your sacrum to the floor, but then notice if your low back is bubbling up. I want you to pull in your navel to descend the lumbar down. Plug your shoulder blades into your upper back. This will widen the sternum and collarbones and sinks the back of the shoulder, the posterior deltoid, down. Put a little tuck to the chin, gently pressing the back of your skull into your yoga mat so your neck runs in line with the rest of the spine. And press the inner feet to the sky and pull the outer feet towards the earth. Hug your knees to your chest. Let's rock up and down until you come to seated. Extend your legs out in front of you, grab a hold of your butt, move your glutes out of the way, move the bottoms of your thighs out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold your body forward. So if you can grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, pull that back and press the inner edges of your feet forward. While you're here, on an inhale, you're going to do a half lift, like an Ardha Uttanasana. Then exhale, fold in more. Now, keeping your torso, your spine long, lift your head a little bit higher. Lead with the spine forward, and then let the head relax. Nice. From here, let's sit up. So Kate's going to take her right knee and cross it over the left quad, and then she's going to pull her right heel towards her outer left hip, and then she'll take her left foot to her outer right hip, setting up for Gomukhasana or cow. If your legs are kind of staggered off, Kate's going to walk her hands forward and pop up onto her left knee and shuffle them more into place, then re-sit down. Once you're here, reach your arms out in front of you like you're going to hug someone. Right elbow under left, intertangle. Go palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. Lift the elbows up, pull the forearms away. So you either stay just like this, or if you have the mobility in your hips for it, you can fold forward. Getting your elbows to go beyond your right knee. And we breathe. You're going to slowly come on up if you had folded forward. Untangle your arms. So keep the cow in your legs. I want you to walk your hands off to the left, and you're going to start to follow that direction and come up onto your toes and make a big circle, and you should land directly into the other side. It's just a nice fancy way of getting in there. Now, you can always pop up onto your knees, shuffle the legs in place. Once you sit your butt back down, you reach the arms forward, left elbow under, right, intertangle, palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. Breathe. As you lift the elbows up and you pull the forearms away, if you want more, you can fold. I can tell Kate likes this pose. She's got a smile. It's one of those poses you either really enjoy it or, yeah, it's not really your thing. If you're folded, you can come on up. Straighten your legs out in front of you, shake them out. Scoot forward and lay on your back. Bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips. Interlace your fingers underneath your back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. Lengthen the tail forward, inner thighs spin down. If you want extra, take upward bow. Take an inhale, lift a little more, then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Keep your knees into your chest, cactus your arms. Get your knees over your hips and your ankles the level of the knees. Look to your right and drop both knees to the left. And switch sides. Bring the knees back up into your chest, hug them in with the arms. Place your forehead to your knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into one tight little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You've arrived. Just giving yourself the opportunity here to check out. To step aside from all the physicality and give yourself some simplicity. Life is already too complicated. We need these moments of absolutely nothing to do. And in these moments of rest, we can recoup and rejuvenate. Recharge. Rest. Kevalavakati Sadma Bandamuri Sadvadana Mate Yahara Prasade Baye Eva Vatori Ajaye Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Guramukha Padmavaikya Chitite Kuriya Aikya Arnakori Omane Asya Veranirati Eiseyu Tamagati Jai Prasade Puere Sarvasya Chakudana Diloy Jai Jani Jani Prabhu Se Divya Jana Ride Prokasito Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avijavina Sajate Vede Gaija Hara Charito Sri Garu Karuna Sindhu Aramaja Narabandhu Lokinath Lo Kira Jivana Haha Prabhu Gorodoya Deyo Morei Parajaya Eve Asya Guk Suk Dribuna. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. And then with your eyes still shut, roll over to whatever side you like. And with your eyes still closed, come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. A very wise yogi was asked, "Do you promise that in this life you will attain enlightenment?" And he said, "No. But I can promise you that I'll die trying." Dedication, patience, and perseverance are very key components to our spiritual life. Spiritual life in general is a gradual process. It doesn't happen overnight for most of us. But implementing, meditating, praying, reading, helping other people, incorporating these things into our life is going to help us move forward in the best direction. Because most of us walk through life not even trying. We have to at least try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. Let it go. Namaste. Thank you guys.